This is the time for the news in English on Africa's #1 Catholic television. My name is Benjamin Kwizera and these are the top stories. Rwanda's Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Ambassador Olivier Nduhungirehe, held discussions with his Benin counterpart, Corinne Amori Brunet, focusing on ways to deepen cooperation between the two countries. In Cyangugu, members of small Christian communities, SCCS, in the Catholic parish of Our Lady Kibeho Ninendezi, within the Catholic Diocese of Cyangugu, are attending a two-day training organized by World Vision Rwanda in collaboration with the parish. While commemorating the International Day of the African Child in Ruhango District, students from Groupe Scolaire Notre-Dame de Lourdes de BW'IBITEKEREZO urged the parents to avoid family conflicts. In international news, in Pakistan, at least 36 people have lost their lives. Civilians, including women and children, have been killed and more than 160 others wounded. Welcome to our news in details. This is a news brought to you in partnership with the Credo Hotel, located in Huye district, southern province of Rwanda. Rwanda's Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Ambassador Olivier Nduhungirehe, held discussions with his Benin counterpart, Corinne Amori Brunet, focusing on ways to deepen cooperation between the two countries. The meeting took place in Paris, France, on the sidelines of a 47th extraordinary session of the Council of Ministers of International Organization of La Francophonie. News in details.
Rwanda's Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Ambassador Olivier Nduhungirehe, held his discussions with his Benin counterpart, Corinne Amori Brunet, focusing on ways to deepen cooperation between the two countries. The meeting took place in Paris, France, on the sidelines of the 47th extraordinary session of the Council of the Ministers of the International Organization of La Francophonie. During their talks, both ministers exchanged views on strategies to further strengthen diplomatic relations between Rwanda and Benin, with emphasis on expanding collaboration in key sectors of mutual interest. These areas of cooperation are expected to contribute to development priorities in both countries and enhance people-to-people ties, while also reinforcing existing diplomatic engagement. The two sides also reaffirmed their shared commitment to working together within military platforms, particularly under Francophonie frameworks, to promote common goals and strengthen international cooperation. Officials noted that the discussions reflected the growing partnership between Rwanda and Benin and a mutual desire to build stronger relations that deliver tangible benefits to citizens of both nations. The talks added to ongoing efforts by both countries to expand diplomatic and economic cooperation across various sectors to share the development.
In Cyangugu, members of small Christian communities, SCCS, in the Catholic parish of Our Lady of Kibeho Ninendezi, within the Catholic Diocese of Cyangugu, are attending a two-day training organized by World Vision Rwanda in collaboration with the parish. The training aims to help them strengthen their faith while integrating Christian life with development. News in details. The training began on Friday, June 26, 2026, and concluded on Sunday, 28th of June. It is being attended by SCC leaders, youth leaders within these communities, choir leaders, and students completing their secondary education. Some of the topics covered include the role of small Christian communities in the church, how Christians can combine faith with development, and issues related to child upbringing. Participants shared what they have gained from the training. The thing that I have learned is just I must use the chance that I get, make it beneficial together with the praying in order to get the development. Whenever you want to get developed, it's not necessarily to have a huge plot of land or big amount of money. We have learned that even when you don't have a land, you may approach your colleagues or neighbors who have that plot of land, so that you may rent land from them. Jean Damascene Wimana, a World Vision staff member who also supported the training, delivered a session on integrating Christianity with development. He emphasized that development does not necessarily require large capital, but rather a change in mindset is key.
Niho rero World Vision yo igiramo uruhare cyane mu gukangura ibitekerezo.
World Vision plays a role in capacity building so that Christians get reminded chants that surround them and the plan that God had when creating a man, which is that man must make the world better. Father Gilles Cesar Niyonshuti, who serves in the diocese, stated that the training was organized by the parish to help Christians connect their faith with the development. He believes it will be beneficial in strengthening both their spiritual life and personal progress, noting that a healthy soul resides in a healthy body. Normally, as we all know in scriptures, good soul resides in a good body. Believing guides us in working. It is true that it is a gift from God we receive. It is the good thing that reminds us of our calling here in the world, which is to make it better.
Ni icyiza kidufasha kurushaho kwibuka umuhamagaro dufite hano ku isi guhindura isi nziza kurusha uko twayisanze.
The training funded by World Vision is held under the theme Let us deepen our faith. It includes teaching on evangelization within small Christian communities, encouraging Christians to grow intellectually and economically, proper participation in the Mass, and better care of upbringing of children as members of the Church. While commemorating the International Day of African Child in Ruhango District, students from Groupe Scolaire Notre-Dame de Lourdes de Byimana urged the parents to avoid family conflicts, saying such disputes often lead to neglect in children's upbringing and result in poorly prepared futures. More details. Although the International Day of African Child is officially marked on the 16th of June each year, celebrations in Ruhango District took place on Friday, the 26th of June 2026 at Groupe Scolaire Notre-Dame de Lourdes de Byimana. Students from school expressed concern of the impact of parental conflicts, noting that disagreements at home often prevent parents from adequately supporting their children's education and moral development. We request our parents many things. In general, children face problems of the family that have conflict. The families that always fight. In some cases, you may have one parent who has misconduct issue. As a child, you cannot get a decent upbringing when you have that kind of parent. Several times, children try to endure the pain from the families, and when it's time of holidays, it hurts them, because some children prefer to stay at school rather than going home. Their message was echoed by Sister Valerie Nyirantsabimana, head of school, who emphasized the importance of responsible parenting. She encouraged parents to actively engage in raising their children, instilling them a love for work and strong moral values.
Ubutumwa natanga iriya nsanganyamatsiko bafashe ku mwana w'umunyafurika.
The message that I would like to provide, referring to the theme which says "Raise me well and I grow well," is exactly the same with what we had in the Catholic Education Week, which means there is a similarity in those themes. When you are raised well, you uphold the values and confidence of learning. The Director of Education in Ruhango District, Aimable Mugabe, also called on parents to avoid conflict, stressing that such tensions negatively affect children's growth and academic performance with long-term consequences for their future. Parents have responsibilities of avoiding conflicts so that the child will grow up in a family that treats him or her with love. Because when a child does not get love, they cannot grow well. The International Day of African Child is commemorated annually on the 16th of June in remembrance of the 1976 Soweto uprising in South Africa, where black school children protested for their right to be taught in their own language. In Rwanda, this year's theme is Nderaneza Nkureneza, Raise Me Well and I Will Grow Up Fulfilled. After a short commercial break, we are coming back with other news.
From 11 June to 19 July, everything can wait. The FIFA World Cup 2026. Catch all 104 matches on dedicated channels, live on SuperSport.
Available with DSTV English Plus. Subscribe now to your package and enjoy all channels for 30 days. Get a Canal Plus HD decoder for only 5,000 francs.
I wish I could leave my skin behind.
Icy'ingenzi ntabwo ari ukugira diplome ya kaminuza. Uyu munsi birahagije kuganira n'umuntu byonyine ukamenya ko yize muri kaminuza ibonetse yose cyangwa se ko yize muri kaminuza Gatolika y'u Rwanda, Catholic University of Rwanda, by'umwihariko mu ishami ryayo rya Kigali. Ubu abazi guhitamo neza batangiye kwiyandikisha muri Catholic University of Rwanda Kigali campus ikorera Nyamirambo. Abashaka kwiga mu mashami y'uburezi kwiyandikisha mu gihembwe kizatangira mu kwezi kwa gatatu, March intake, byaratangiye muri Postgraduate Diploma in Education PGDE. Aba biga muri weekend. Hatangwa kandi amasomo muri Department of Education in Sciences mu mashami ya Economics and Computer Science, Mathematics and Computer Science, Mathematics and Geography na Mathematics and Economics. Hari kandi Department of Education in Arts and Social Sciences mu mashami ya English and Kinyarwanda, English and French, French and Kinyarwanda, English and Kiswahili, Economics and Entrepreneurship, English and History, Economics and History na Economics and Geography. Uhitamo kwiga ku manywa cyangwa se mu biruhuko. Twakira kandi abanyeshuri bafite A1 muri education bakeneye gukomeza amasomo yabo ku rwego rwa A0. Iyandikisha unyuze kuri wa#CUR/AC/RAWA. Wanahamagara cyangwa ukandika ubutumwa kuri 07 83 18 86 26 cyangwa 07 33 21 46 78 cyangwa none 07 88 52 41 98. Wanandika email kuri curkigalikampus@gmail.com.
The only way to being found is getting lost.
Banyarwanda, rya shuri rikuru ry'abafurere b'abayozefite rikomeje kuba ubukombe mu gushyira ku isoko ry'umurimo abize ubumenyingiro bufite ireme.
Iryo nta rindi ni St Joseph Integrated Technical College ryongeye gufungura amarembo ku bashaka kuryigamo.
Banyeshuri, amahitamo ni ayanyu. Kugeza abanyeshuri bari kwiyandikisha muri Bachelor of Technology, muri Information Technology cyangwa Construction Technology.
Kwiyandikisha byaratangiye kandi bigeze kuri. Dore ko amasomo azatangira ku ya 29 Kamena muri uyu mwaka.
Uwiyandikisha yitwaza inyemezabwishyu y'amafaranga 44,000 by'amafaranga y'u Rwanda, fotokopi y'indangamuntu, diplome iriho umukono wa noteri na transcript z'imyaka 3 kubaje kwiga muri BTech.
St Joseph Integrated Technical College iherereye i Nyamirambo mu mujyi wa Kigali imbere y'urukiko rw'ubucuruzi. Ku bindi bisobanuro wahamagara nimero iri kuri ekara yawe. St Joseph Integrated Technical College, igisubizo mu bwubatsi n'ikoranabuhanga birambye.
Bakerarugendo namwe bashyitsi mugenda mu karere ka Muhanga no mu tundi turere two mu ntara y'Amajyepfo n'intara y'Iburengerazuba, namwe mwese mukeneye serivisi za hotel, ni muze nimugera mu mujyi wa Muhanga mukomeze gato. Nimugera i Kabgayi murahasanga hotel yiteguye kubakirana urugwiro. Iyo nta yindi ni Hotel Saint-Andre Kabgayi. Hotel Saint-Andre Kabgayi tugufitiye serivisi zitandukanye za bar na restaurant kandi zitanga nk'ubuhanga n'icyubahiro ku mukiriya utugana. Tubafitiye kandi imikino itandukanye ifasha abatugana kuruhuka nka piscine wogera mu karuhuka mu mutwe, imyicungo igezweho abana bidagaduriramo bagataha banezerewe, tennis na table game bakunze kwita biyari, igisoro ndetse na volley yo ku mucanga bakunze kwita beach volley mukunda muri benshi nayo nitwayibagiwe. Ikindi nuko yuko muri hoteli Setandre Kabwa twakira inama zitandukanye kuko tubafitiye ibyumba byiza by'inama utasanga ahandi, byaba bito ndetse n'ibishobora kwakira abantu benshi, ariko by'akarusho tukaba tubafasha no gukora inama mukoresheje ikoranabuhanga mu gihe mutari kumwe mu cyumba. Kubifuza serivisi za catering hoteli Setandre Kabgayi, amafunguro n'ibinyobwa tubibagerezaho ku gihe. Tubafitiye ibyumba byiza byagutse biri mu byiciro bitandukanye, harimo n'ibyo bakunze kwita suite mu ndimi z'amahanga, ndetse byose ukaba ubibona ku giciro cyiza. Muri make ugeze muri hoteli Setandre Kabgayi ahora yifuza kugaruka kubera uburyo yakiranwe ubwuzu n'icyubahiro tutasanga ahandi, kuko serivisi tuzitanga kinyamwuga kandi zishingiye ku ndangagaciro za kizizi. Ku bindi bisobanuro waduhamagara kuri telefone ziri kuri ekara yawe cyangwa ukatwandikira unyuze ku mbuga nkoranyambaga zacu zitandukanye. Hoteli Setandre Kabgayi, imfura mu mahoteli mu gutanga serivisi nziza inoze kandi ku gihe.
Rero ugiye kutubwira impamvu zatumye uhitamo kuza gusaba akazi hano?
Bwa mbere nza gusaba akazi hano nari nabitekerejeho, mbabarire. Murakoze. Mu by'ukuri numvaga mfite ubushobozi ndetse n'ubushake.
So kutiteguye bihagije, ni ukutaryama neza. Rwanda Farm, le paradis du matelas.
Martin Hardware, crafting the future.
Yemwe ya shuri bose bashaka ni College Fondation Sinagera.
Mama we.
Iri ni ishuri ribumbata icyerekezo cy'u Rwanda twifuza, kuko ritanga uburezi buhamye mu mashuri y'inshuke, abanza, icyiciro rusange ndetse n'amashami y'imyuga n'ubumenyingiro mu buhinzi, ubworozi, food processing, ubwubatsi, ubuganishi bw'ibinyabiziga, fashion design, gutunganya imisatsi, ububaji n'ubusuderi. Hari n'amasomo y'igihe gito short courses mu mashami yavuzwe haruguru, aherekezwa na practice zihagije kuko abanyeshuri bigira mu nganda za Sinagera International Football Academy yigisha abana guhera ku myaka 6 gucunga ruhago sawa sawa, atletism, imbyino nyarwanda no kwiga amategeko y'umuhanda no gutwara ibinyabiziga nabyo biri mu nyongera y'amasomo. Abana biga amashuri y'incuke n'abanza basoza ibyo byiciro bose bazi gutwara igare. Umwana wa segonderi we atahana uruhusa rwo gutwara ibinyabiziga. Witinda kwandikisha umwana ku ishuri kuri Nyirangarama cyangwa ku mashami ya Sinagera Entreprise Urwibutso hose mu gihugu. Ku bindi bisobanuro hamagara 0788535123 cyangwa 0788535999.
College Fondation Sinagera.
Twubaka ubukungu bushingiye ku bumenyi.
Bishop Edward Sinayobye of the Catholic Diocese of Cyangugu has officially launched a 5-year spiritual journey in the preparation of Jubilee celebration marking 50 years of diocese and 75 years of Cyangugu Cathedral Parish set for 2031. The launch took place on the Feast of the Immaculate Heart of Mary, to whom the diocese is dedicated, highlighting the importance of Marian devotion in the milestone reflection and spiritual renewal. Faithful expressed their commitment to deepening their relationship with the Christ by following the example of message of the Virgin Mary, seeing this journey as an opportunity to strengthen their daily faith and unity within the Church. Bishop Sinayobye emphasized the importance of prayer, especially within families, urging believers to remain steadfast throughout the 5-year journey so as to receive God's blessings. Each year will be guided by a specific theme, providing direction and focus as the diocese moves towards a meaningful and transformative Jubilee celebration. After a short break, we're coming back with our international news tonight. Welcome to our international news tonight, starting in Vatican. During the Mass for solemnity of St. Peter and Paul, Pope Leo XIV invites the faithful to be inspired by the two patrons of Rome, who despite their flaws become extraordinary witnesses to the gospel. He also invites the new metropolitan archbishops receiving their pallium to imitate the Lord and to be good shepherds to the faithful entrusted to them. During the Mass, there was a traditional blessing and impositions of pallium for the new metropolitan archbishops. Pope Leo recalled that St. Augustine, commenting on Paul's conversion and mission, observed that God took the persecutor of the church and made him a messenger of peace, forgiving all his sins and placing him in the ministry where he could forgive the sins of others. From Vatican to the Middle East, Pakistan strikes kill dozens in Afghanistan. Pakistan launched airstrikes and sent ground troops into Afghan provinces along its border on Sunday, killing dozens. At least 36 civilians, including women and children, have been killed and more than 160 others wounded, says Afghanistan's Taliban government, and has condemned it as a cowardly act and a crime atrocity. Pakistan's information minister Atullah said 29 militants were killed in strikes targeted at their hideouts, adding that the strikes were a response to recent terrorist attacks against innocent people. Pakistan has long accused Afghanistan of harboring terror groups and carry out cross-border attacks, and claim the Taliban government rejects. And that story takes us to an end of our news edition tonight. But before we close, let's go back to our top stories. Rwanda's Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Ambassador Olivier Nduhungirehe, held discussions with the Benin counterpart, Corinne Amori-Brunet, focusing on ways to deepen cooperation between the two countries. In Cyangugu, members of small Christian communities, SCCAs, in the Catholic parish of Our Lady of Kibeho in Intendesi, within the Catholic Diocese of Cyangugu, are attending a two-day training organized by World Vision Rwanda in collaboration with the parish. In Kabgayi, while commemorating the International Day of the African Child in Ruhago District, students from Groupe Scolaire Notre-Dame de Lourdes de Biemana urged parents to avoid family conflicts. In international news, Pakistan launched airstrikes and sent a group of troops into Afghan provinces along its border on Sunday, killing dozens. At least 36 civilians, including women and children, have been killed and more than 160 others wounded. Thank you very much for being with us tonight. This is PACIS TV, the African #1 Catholic television. My name is Benjamin Kwizera, and I wish you a very fantastic night. Bye.